Breakin Ballz with Johnny P.
What are you breaking my balls for? All right, welcome to another episode of Breakin Ballz. I'm your host, Johnny P. And, of course, joining me tonight is my main man, Lou Martini Jr.
Always good to be with the Don of Disaster, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny Potenza.
What's up, buddy?
What's up? I survived a trip to the Department of Motor Vehicles in Brooklyn. I don't know if you guys been to the DMV lately, but I got to break their balls again. And I'm talking to you, the employees of DMV. I have had horrible experiences. I've been mugged and beat up, and it couldn't have been worse what happened to me at the DMV. They send you to the wrong line. They don't have any pens. They give you the wrong forms. I finally, after 2 hours of waiting, I had to go to update my license for the, the real ID that you need now, okay? Because I fly a lot, you know? So finally, after 2 hours of nonsense, being talked to like you're garbage, first of all, I finally get to the window and says, oh, well, we can't process this today because you don't have your physical Social Security card. Nowhere in the literature or anything that I filled out online did it say you have to. I haven't had my physical Social Security card, I don't know about you guys, in years. So I spent 2.5 hours there for nothing. So today I went online and I ordered a Social Security card so I can go back for another 2.5 hour trip. I'm talking to you, DMV. I hate you guys. You shouldn't. If you don't want to work there, don't do it. Go drive a cab or do something else. But why do you make my life miserable? DMV, I'm talking to you.
But Lou, I don't even understand because you're like one of the nicest guys I know, and you always got these dilemmas. And
it's the dark cloud that hangs over my head.
I know it's a dark, and you know what? It is a dark cloud because we didn't even get to introduce before you started
the light of our lives.
Story.
We have the dark cloud, and then there's the light of our lives.
We got our savior right here, the lovely, the charming Concetta Rose.
Always brightens up my misery when I see it.
That's so nice.
All of us.
I'm here to laugh at you all.
And then joining us tonight, he's known all over.
This is huge. Yeah,
he's very huge. He's known
deal.
all over the tri-state area and anywhere around the world that actually listen to him. No, but he's a great guy. He's Mr. Staten Island's own. He's a radio DJ at WABC. He's a professional singer, and he's a good friend of mine. And what am I going to say? We got Vinnie Medugno here.
Yeah!
Vinnie! My man. Welcome to Breakin Ballz with Johnny P.
You've had more shows than Celine Dion's comeback. I gotta tell you, it's unbelievable to be in your next endeavor. I'm so happy to be.
Listen, you know what happened? After a while, I talked to a lot of people, and they said, you got to try to do, like, everything now is a niche, they say, right? That's the thing on social media. Nobody watches public access cable no more. People don't even watching real movies no more. Everyone's going through their phone and they're swiping and influences and skits. And so you have to have a niche. So everyone kept saying, like, you have a ball buster. Why don't you just capitalize on that? And I just sat on it for a while. I'm like, I go, you know what? If I can't make money breaking balls, then I don't know what I'm going to do. I might as well just I don't know, go to Hawaii and sell T-shirts and sell drinks on the beach.
But in your own way, that would be breaking balls too.
Yeah.
Right?
So we got approached. I called up my man Lou Martini, who's been with me for years, because I wasn't going to do this by myself. And then we just, as time went on, we just auditioned women and ladies, and then Concetta fell in our lap through a friend of hers.
Literally fell in our lap. She tripped over the doorstep when she came in for the interview.
Did you
fell
really?
right in Johnny's lap, and Johnny says, "You got the job. You got the job, kid."
No, because
That's all it takes.
because that would happen on a Johnny Potenza
course you
show.
would.
No, but you got to tell them the story, what happened when she first walked in here. You remember?
When I first walked in here,
The
what
very
happened?
first time she walked in?
Yeah.
Well, you yelled at her because she had a coat on. I remember that.
I
Take your coat
know.
off.
No, we
What
were
are you walking in with your coat for?
Well, I didn't mean to do it like that. We were in the middle of filming. I
That's
told her to
exactly
go
how
into
we
the
did
green
it.
room. And
I know why you told her to take her coat off, Johnny P.
Yeah, you
The
know.
whole
it.
world
So
knows why
mad
Johnny
that
P
I
told
had
me
a
she had to
puppy
take her coat
jacket
off.
on. I was like, what is wrong with my jacket?
Right.
I know.
Why'd
she-
you come in here with that coat on?
And I
You
felt
didn't
te-
show
I-
me enough.
It's cold.
That's it.
And I did. No, I felt terrible after
Yeah,
that.
I'm sure.
No, but she did.
Terrible.
She after that show, she rocked it. We knew we had our girl. Then we brought in Garry Pastore.
You guys are doing a
Yeah.
great job. I follow. I watch.
We're having
Thank you.
fun. We're
I'm
having
honored
fun.
to be
Yeah.
part
Thank
of
you,
your
thank you.
lineup of guests that you've had some great
Now,
talents.
you
over
guys,
here.
that's how you guys met. Was you were in the public access world back in the day, right?
Oh,
With John.
really?
So
Did
like,
he have you on the show when you
I've
were?
been on his show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't host a public.
Oh, I
access
thought you
No.
had a show too. No.
Vinny was a DJ back in the day, and then he was always singing. And
Right.
you tell your story.
Yeah, go ahead, you tell it. That's
Okay,
right.
and then he was okay. So then he was
Wait a
working
minute,
with
back in the day, but
Back
you're young.
in the day. Right.
You're young. So back in the day was like what, high school then?
I guess so,
Yeah, well, yeah.
Fresh out of
Really?
it.
See,
Really?
Fresh out of it. Yeah. I went
Oh,
after
okay.
after high school. I went into college for radio. I
Oh,
was doing a radio
cool.
show on WSIA
yes.
All right.
at CSI, the College for
Yeah,
Smart
yeah,
Italians,
yeah.
right? And I did a.
I love that.
I did
I heard that.
I've never heard that.
Yeah,
very
me neither.
Staten Island. No, but all kidding aside, and I would play all the music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s,
Right.
right? And then lo and behold, fast forward in the radio world, work with Joe Corsi.
Yeah.
You know, at CBS FM when he came on the radio there, and then worked my way up to where we are now. It's about 15 years later, music radio, WABC.
Yeah.
Brought music back to
Amazing.
WABC radio
Yeah.
for the first time, Lou.
And, well, the first
In
thing,
40
time,
years.
yeah, that's
That's
what I loved about you
amazing.
from the time that I met Vinny through Johnny the very first time. Vinny is one of those guys. He's a young guy, good looking, but he loves the old stuff. He's got like an old soul.
No, he has an
He
old
loves
soul
the old
and
music.
all
And he's
his old
keeping it
stuff.
alive. He's keeping it alive.
Thank
We need
you,
young
thank
guys
you.
like this to
Great.
keep that old magic alive. You got to give him a lot of credit for
And
that.
he ran around with Joe Corsi for at least 15 years.
We still run around together.
yeah.
Well,
And-
Joe
unbelievable.
walks around and you run around.
That's
Joe
right.
walks around.
But I remember
We
when,
love
like
you, Joe.
back in the day,
He's the
like
best.
when I was like negotiating for talent, Vinny had a lot of connections with the freestyle world. But then I was like, why don't you come into the show with me, go host some shows, and bring some of the talent on? So he came in, and we, you were a little shy in the beginning. And then you just broke it. Once you did a couple episodes, that was it. It was almost the Vinnie Medugno show. And then, but we had so much fun and so many laughs, and he's a good person to be around. He's a good influence. I'm not saying it because there are a lot of people that are in my life that are good influences, and Lou's a good influence.
Absolutely.
Thank you, my brother.
You are, even though you
my
bust my balls sometimes, but I don't want to hear
I know,
it.
because you don't bust my balls.
If you haven't had your balls busted by Johnny P, then are you of importance in his life?
Yes. Oh, if you don't,
even lived?
My testicles are now 1/8 the size that they were before I met him, ladies and gentlemen.
and you have to have a nickname.
Too much
too.
information, huh?
Sometimes you have to be doing something when he calls, so you could just put the phone down on speaker and continue about what you're doing,
Well-
and then you come back and it's still going. And then this guy, I said to him, he's like a real jerk off, and I said to him, and it's just like,
But the first thing he says to me when I call him is, "You always call me at the wrong time." That's the first line.
No,
It
but
doesn't matter if
What
it's
are
3
you
in the
doing?
morning, 3 in
Are
the
you
afternoon,
doing
or
Johnny
something.
P doing Regis
You always call me at the wrong time.
He's got like a Regis Philbin thing.
Back in the day-
There's nothing like Johnny P.
I'm used to it now when Lou calls me, but he would call me I'll be clipping my toenails
See,
on the
worst
bowl. I'd be making meatballs. I'd be doing everything, washing my car, anything that I couldn't pick up the phone, but I'd have to pick up the phone because getting him on the phone is like getting Don King on the phone.
The funny thing about Potenza is when you're on the phone with him, after he says what he has to say, later, click. He doesn't even let you
Oh, no, he
finish.
doesn't say
You
goodbye.
don't get a word in
He
edgewise.
doesn't say goodbye. The
Right?
phone hangs up.
Just breathe.
I got to go back to therapy, I think, now.
Well, how many years you know each other now? A long time, right?
Oh,
Long time.
man.
Like you said, I think Vinny was right
Yeah.
out of high school when you.
As long as we know each other, I feel like
Well,
I
let's
know
put
him.
it
I
this
know
way.
you longer.
I'm 39, and I met you around 19, so it's about 20 years.
Yeah, but you remember my band NYB.
I remember it because you showed up at an appearance I was doing with a CD one day and gave it to me.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, my band. And I was like, I didn't know him.
And then,
but
when
we wound up having a lot of commonalities with the music we like and
yes,
whatnot. Like,
but we really connected at my brother's 40th birthday
yeah, this
party.
was funny. They had a mechanical bull in the
No.
backyard and Chewbacca.
Yeah.
And I was the DJ.
Yeah. No, but I already knew you then.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't that far ago.
Yeah.
That was 20 years ago.
That's right.
That's far.
My
That's
question
right.
is, did Chewbacca ride the bull?
Wait,
wanted
I was
see
going to
that.
ask if it was a mechanical Chewbacca as well as a mechanical
No.
bull.
It was hysterical.
Guy dressed as Chewbacca.
It
Was
would
it a guy
could
dressed as
only
Chewbacca
be at a
on the
Potenza party that this would go down. I was DJing.
Oh, Johnny P was dressed as
All of us-
Chewbacca.
No,
Wait,
it
this
was
is
a
the story.
Chewbacca comes in, literally did the whole
Yeah.
the whole thing.
That's
Right?
good.
You know,
That's
it was
a
great.
good-
And then all of a sudden, you got this mechanical bull. And I think there was little people.
Yeah,
You know, that's
yeah,
the
they
word
had
you're
the little
supposed to
Donald
call
Trump.
them. You got to call them little people now.
I didn't like them. I thought
Johnny
they were
was
dumb.
like, look, hey, Vinny, play your song, The Midgets. So I was like, you cannot call them that.
my rich
You
cousin.
cannot call them that, John.
And this was a birthday party with all these
For
characters.
his
Yeah,
brother. And then we discovered that we both have a fond appreciation for Kiss.
Yes. And Elvis.
Which nobody would ever know that I'm a sick Kiss
See,
fan.
no, I
Yeah.
wouldn't see that. Yeah, he's a maniac. No,
Yeah,
he's
he's
a
crazy.
Kiss
No,
maniac.
I'm a Kiss. I mean,
Yeah.
so like when the end of the road
Really?
tour started, the first time it did the Barclays tour before the
Yeah.
pandemic, I was 10th row. on the floor.
Wow.
I'm so old. I saw them without makeup. He knows. I saw them when they were playing
Wow.
in Queens. And
Yeah.
she's a band in
Yeah.
Queens.
No, I'm a big.
But you saw them when Peter, Paul, Gene, and Ace got back together, right? In the late 90s?
No, I was there. That was the show I got to see. Was The End of the Road.
But that wasn't with Peter and Ace.
No,
I'm surprised you didn't go to any of those shows.
I was a kid, John.
Well,
I was born in '86.
You were 10.
yeah, maybe.
See, too bad we weren't rolling when I had the NYB days because I used to get free passes because when I opened up for Peter, Chris, and Ace Frehley in the early 90s, 92, 94, I hooked up with their sound techs. So when Eddie Cannon, the drum tech, and Mark Montague from Peter's band went with Kiss, I always got an envelope with free tickets.
Wow.
So I used to give them to my friends. I used to get working passes. It was great. I played Peter's drums when they were 50 feet up in the air.
Let me tell you, what a high energy, fantastic show. Even though it wasn't all 4 originals, to be there, they had to be what in their 70s, late.
No.
mid-70s?
When you saw it, they were in their 60s still, late 60s.
Was they?
But they still sounded
How
great,
old
right?
are they right now?
Now they're in their 70s.
So it was
But what year-
2019. John.
Oh, so you saw the 23? You're saying
I saw
2023?
No, 2019,
Okay, yes. So
right before the shutdown.
Yeah, they were probably.
Then they had to postpone. They had to pause the tour in the middle of the tour. And then they came
69,
back.
70. They were Gene,
So,
Gene and Paul.
but I'm saying for 70 years old.
Yeah,
And Ace's Cause of Death just came out today.
Right.
yeah,
Blunt trauma to
Yeah,
the head, so
yeah.
he fell down.
Terrible,
obviously. Yeah.
terrible.
yeah. God bless Ace Frehley,
bless
man. I
Ace.
love you,
I know
buddy.
how much you really love Ace Frehley.
And I
He
knew
was
Ace.
a friend of yours.
Yeah.
But for them to be doing that at 70 years old, in those outfits, with the makeup, traveling around the world, unbelievable stamina.
Like even I can say he's a friend. He ain't a friend like how we're friends. But every time I was in his company, which was a lot, when Richie Scarlett was with him, I was always there. And I went to California,
Sure.
hung out with them. I was when they put their hands in the concrete. I remember when I was at the Hyatt Hotel in '95 when they threw the couch out the window. It was
Wow.
crazy. Had really, really good memories. You know, like you're having memories now with all your heroes. You just got back from this cruise. Talk about this.
yeah, it's called the Malt Shop Memories Cruise.
Okay.
It's a very, like you said, you used the word niche before. It's a very niche audience. But it's for people, Lou, that appreciate 50s and 60s music. And that's what I play on Music Radio, WABC, every weekend. It's nationally syndicated. The radio show just got nationally syndicated
That's
on the
great.
Red Apple
That's
Music
great.
Network. Yeah, it's
Great,
pretty
great,
cool.
That's
Every
great.
Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I get to perform with and host, and I broadcasted my radio show from the boat with some pretty big legends. You know, last year, like he loved Ace Frehley and Kiss so much,
Yeah.
I got to be with Priscilla Presley
Yeah.
for a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
That must have been great.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Did you get to make out with her or no?
Yeah, I can't reveal.
Wow.
But all kidding aside, I will say everything you could imagine her to be, she is. You know, to hear those stories about Elvis, and,
Yeah.
you know, get up close and personal and really hear things that the public doesn't know, and
Yeah.
you know, people think they know because
Yeah.
the tabloids report it or a social media site will put something out, but no, you know, it's
Have you been to
interesting.
Graceland yet? Have you
No,
done it?
I want to go for my 40th,
you
and
gotta
she
go.
actually
You gotta
said,
go.
she said, "Let me know when you go, and I'll set up a special tour
Ooh.
for you."
Good.
So that's
I
pretty
never
great.
went either. I wanted to
You're gonna go
Yeah.
behind those little velvet ropes and stuff.
Somewhat, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a big Elvis fan. I love Elvis Presley. I really do, man. He was gone too soon. And as you said, he had a tough life. And I think Hollywood definitely killed him, right? Pretty much was a
just think
demise
that
of him.
I'll tell you what it
And
was
Colonel
from
Parker.
actually hearing it from his wife and from people that know him. Now that's crazy to that I finally am working with people that
Yeah.
knew him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah.
He was a yes man. He always, everybody said yes to
Yeah,
him,
yeah,
and
yeah.
he said yes to everyone. And unfortunately, that's your demise when you got friends around you that don't tell you the truth
You need that.
or tell you what you need to hear out of fear of being thrown out of the inner circle.
Mhm.
See, like, I wouldn't mind you throwing me out of the inner circle if I had to tell you what
I've
you had to
already
hear.
been thrown out of the inner circle
You
3
know what I
times.
mean? If I had to tell
Just
you
in the
what
last
you need
week.
to hear, I'm
No.
not going to compromise my morals and values, but these people, it was different. They were, they were a bunch of poor people in Memphis
Yeah.
living off of him.
I would always want someone, if I had a big status or even whatever, to tell me as it is. My friends around me, my entourage, because I don't need people kissing my ass because you don't need that. You need a Lou Martini around. You need a Concetta to keep
'em
saying, don't be wearing no T-shirts anymore. But, even like you, Vinny, you need guys like that around you to keep you in check.
Vinny,
It's
who was
very
on the
important.
cruise with you? What other
This year
artists?
was the Jacksons.
Wow.
Oh,
So it
that's
was
cool.
Jackie and Marlon Jackson, still performing phenomenal. They had just gotten back from Dubai.
Uh-huh.
Paul Anka.
Wow.
Paul Anka,
Paul
yeah.
Anka's amazing live.
Yeah.
I've seen him like 5 times.
That's the
man.
closest thing you're ever going to get to Sinatra,
Amazing.
right?
Amazing.
Yeah.
And he did 2 shows in one night and got off the boat the same night he did the 2 shows and flew to Chile at 84 years old.
He's amazing. He's amazing.
Darlene Love.
Yeah, she's hot.
Yeah, the
She
Queen
still
of
looks good.
Christmas. Love her. 84 years old. Little Anthony.
Wow.
Another 84-year-old. That must be the year.
He's on the Happy Together tour now. They put Little Anthony on
He is
that
the
Happy
Happy
Together
Together
tour with the
tour.
Turtles.
What was he in? The
guys.
Turtles? What was he in?
No, he was
Happy
Little
Little
Anthony.
Anthony
Here.
Imperials, I
But the
think.
Turtles, the
Sang that.
Turtles
Yeah.
sang that song, and they started the concept of the Happy Together tour, traveling around the country. They do
Okay.
like 62 cities in a 2-month span over the summer, and you get a high energy show. The
Cowsills,
Cowsills,
Association, a bunch of 60s acts.
the Classics 4, the Buckinghams have done it. Jay and the Americans, who are also on the cruise.
Yeah, Jay and the Americans.
How about Gary Puckett?
Gary
can still
Puckett's
sing.
phenomenal.
Can still sing,
So
man.
many legends in the
Wh-
business.
What about the Colonel Parker to our friend Vito? Was he there?
Vito was on the cruise with me. Yeah,
Was he?
He
What
came
about-
on my radio show too.
So everything is cool?
Yeah.
And
he's
what
the
about
best.
what about Al Simone?
Al didn't come this time around because he was promoting a couple of shows that he was doing in New York. But hopefully he returns back to the ship next year.
I saw Vito at the Chiller this year, and I was like, I can't believe he's here. So I go, they let anybody in this place, huh? And he goes, oh shit! And Al Simone was there, Johnny V.
So let me ask
But
you
he did good. He did good. Your buddy Joe Ganiscoli, they kept playing Little Star, and he was signing a lot of autographs.
I worked with Joe one day. He was signing pasta sauce. He was signing pasta sauce in supermarkets.
But he got them mad because he goes, how many times you going to play Little Star?
Joe, yeah, that's Joe.
And then Al Simone said that to me. He goes, I want to go over there. And I go, that's just Joe. But Vito was signing more autographs than Joe. Joe was sitting there like,
He had a great pasta sauce. You ever try it?
No.
Very, very good.
It was
pasta sauce.
good?
It was good.
Yeah?
He's a cook.
Yeah.
Loves to cook.
Well, it looks like it.
You're terrible. You're terrible. This is why he has problems with people. This is why.
Let me ask the musicians in the room. And
Well, that'll be
Concetta
edited
Rose,
out.
because-
No, you should leave it in.
See, he's a troublemaker.
Yeah, you edit out some good stuff. Leave it in. Leave it all in, man. The show's called Breakin Ballz. We're breaking
Exactly.
balls. You break balls. We already got 2 lawsuits, so we're doing good.
Oh, that's wonderful.
We got 2 people threatening to sue us already, so
Really?
yeah, it's great.
Yeah, joke's on
It's
them.
exactly good.
Yeah, but I was telling
Do they
him.
know there's
There's
no budget
nothing.
behind this
Yeah.
show?
But tell him it wasn't
You're
even.
lucky you got a can of Dr. Pepper. Thank you, by the way, for the
cover that.
refreshments
We
since I
can't.
got in.
We
Oh,
can't
Vinny,
have that.
listen, we got a couple of things, but
Show them this.
yeah, we will. Here, Concetta, give it to him. He
So here's your plastic bag.
gets
Oh,
a
that's
free
nice.
Breaking
Look at
Balls.
Yeah, you
that.
don't get the T-shirt. You just get the bag.
The
You get
bag.
T-shirt, you get vintage.
Give me the
It's
T-shirt
like a-
back.
Ziploc.
Why did you put it in this? This is
Because-
not-
There's a shortage on
Because
Ziploc
it keeps
bags.
it keeps
Yeah,
it nice
yeah,
and
yeah.
fresh.
Yeah, but now
Very
he can
nice.
hold it up.
Thank you very much for this. I'll wear it when
You know what it is? You gotta bag
I'll wear
them.
it to bed, as
gotta-
Johnny says. Wear it to bed. Wear it
Wear
to
it
bed.
to bed.
You gotta bag them because if you're cooking in the house,
Isn't that the wise words that we've all heard as men? You got to bag them.
you gotta bag them.
That's good advice.
And
You
then
got to bag them.
Then
Good
Vinny
advice.
has about what do you got? 6 CDs out? 7.
This is the 5th. The 6th one will be out in the new year.
All right, we got. What is this? Pitney Black, right?
Yeah. Do you
said
know
it right.
anything about it, Lou?
Look at
Could
this.
Could you just guess the title? You are a music guy. You
Check
like
it out, Vinny.
oldies.
Hand it on down.
Is it a tribute album to Gene Pitney? I'm guessing.
And
Who's the black? I can't see the
oh,
black.
come on, kind of
Gene Pitney.
Jay Black?
Music. Yes.
Oh, Jay
Jay
Black,
Black.
of course, of
Okay.
course, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
A lot of
He's
people
great.
don't know that Jay Black was the funniest guy on the planet, man.
Yeah.
You ever go see him in concert? His jokes in between the songs were the funny. He was a funny dude.
Oh, absolutely. And the
Man.
most vulgar.
Man. But I wanted to ask you before you go, you two, because you're a musician, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame came out this week. They had their inductees,
Yeah,
right?
I'm listening.
Right.
And you've worked with Hall of Famers. Look, you're cruising with Priscilla and stuff and working with guys. The list was Bad Company, a few other acts, Outkast again,
Chubby Checker.
Chubby
right.
Checker.
I love the way Chubby handled them.
Chubby's amazing. But what's your feeling on? I wish they
Well,
would
I'm gonna
change the
tell you.
name. I wish they would because
So what?
again, it's not just strictly rock and roll.
It has gotten so far away from what it was intended to be.
Yeah.
But I love the way Chubby handled them. With grace and dignity, but he let them know you waited so long. Now you expect
Exactly.
me to
There's
come
been a few
running to you.
people.
That they brought the award to him,
Mm-hmm.
and he's 83, And he was in Des Moines, Iowa performing.
Still touring,
And he
still
said,
touring.
you come to me.
Oh, that's
I'm not coming
amazing.
to you. You took all these years to finally put me in.
Wow, he
Now
was
you
not
come
in
to me.
before that?
No, and this man literally
Yeah.
shaped the sound
Of rock
of even black
The
music.
pioneers, one of the
He was a
pioneers.
pioneer.
Well, the
Yeah.
twist is like one of the
iconic.
biggest hits in the
Yeah.
world.
It's iconic. So if you ask me my thoughts on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
I think it's gotten too commercial. I think it's gotten too big. I think it's gotten too modernized.
You have to pay for a seat. Even if, Steve Miller had this rant when
Well, I'm
he
going to tell you, even like
he had to pay
Hall
for a
of Famers.
table of.
Okay, you
Get
talk
his
about somebody
guests.
like Darlene Love, for example, who literally works with Bruce Springsteen, little Stevie Van
Yeah.
Zandt. She's like an icon and a legend. This one was a Broadway star. Aside from being inducted, Cher gets inducted. She broke Cher's career. Cher sang background on her record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cher invites her to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She gets there and she had to sit in a different seat. It was all messed up.
Yeah,
I'm paraphrasing the story, but it's just like, you have people that are still alive in your classes that are coming. I'm not crap talking it, but I just
Well, a lot of
think
people
that
do, so join the club.
It's become too big business, I think.
Yes,
And it's gotten away from what it's about.
Look what
The
happened
music.
with- look-
Everything today's the pop culture, the moment.
It's
the
crazy.
social media.
Listen.
Let's go viral.
They
Yeah,
should have
yeah,
kept the
yeah.
Rock and Roll Hall of
Yeah.
Fame, then made a hip hop Hall of Fame, make a 50s Hall of Fame. It got too mixed up. Like Kiss, they shoved them for how many years? They finally put them in about 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
And thank God they were alive to be there.
Let me see. It was
How many
longer than-
artists
it was
don't get
longer
the
than that.
opportunity to go
2006,
What are like the
2016.
requirements? I don't understand. Like,
At
how
this
Nobody
point-
knows.
at
That's the
this
thing.
point,
Nobody
I don't
knows.
even know
who
anymore.
decides? Is there like
I don't even
It's a
know
is it
anymore.
board.
like the
There's a
academy?
board.
Like they
There's a
yeah,
board.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a vote that goes on.
But you
and
literally
whatnot.
have to, like Steve Miller ranted about it when he got in a couple of years ago, and people were shocked. He says, "Do you realize my family is sitting out there, but they had to pay for their seats?
Yeah,
we don't
that's-
even get comp seats.
Yeah.
I'm being
That's
inducted to the Hall of
crazy.
Fame, and my family is paying to sit there. What is going on with
It
this
turned too
organization?"
corporate.
Yeah.
It really did.
Yeah.
But all the money they have, you think they could?
It lost, to me, the prestige
Yeah.
that I think was once tied to it.
Mm.
And
That's
I'm
a
not
shame.
crapping on hip hop music, so don't come
Yeah,
after
yeah.
me in the comments or nothing
Nah,
like
listen.
that. I just think that
I don't think the hip hop, and I like.
I don't know
hip-
if the old school gets the credit and the respect anymore by the new generation
Yeah.
as a whole.
Only in Europe and
Yeah.
England. Like in England, England
that's what
still
we're
loves
seeing
the
all
loves the
over
old
the world.
music.
To me,
Yeah.
old music is good, and I do like hip hop, and I like more old school hip hop. And then the new generation of hip hop is not my generation of hip hop, but like I think 50 Cent came a long way, and he's like this big movie TV producer with all these hit shows now, Power Book Force, Raising Cain, and I'm a fan of it and I watch it. But I think every genre should have had their own Hall of Fame
But when
because
you-
now it gets mixed up.
And when you got newer artists getting in over people that have paid their dues for decades,
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
part
That's
of
the weird part.
segregation. They were part of discrimination. They
No,
were part
that
of sexism. Everything that kept people down.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
these people that had records that were
yeah.
big
Phenomenal.
at the time
Look
are
how-
still not in it. And people of today are getting in over these pioneers.
Now let me think. Did the
It's a little warped to me.
Rolling Stones get inducted years ago, or they didn't
Oh
get
yeah,
it?
yeah.
it was
Many
one of
years
those- yeah.
ago. Many years ago.
I mean, the Rolling Stones, what, 64, 65 years together? Yeah, 60,
A guy like
63?
Johnny Maestro, still not in.
yeah, one of the great voices of all time.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, when the Stones either got in or was around that time they got in, Mick Jagger had the famous fight with Mike Love on stage at the concert. They used to have this big concert at the end of the show
Yeah.
many years ago. And Mike Love and Mick Jagger got into it on stage because they hate
really?
each other.
Oh wow.
Mike Love is a singer of the Beach Boys. I don't know if Concetta,
Yeah.
when we go back to Concetta.
I appreciate
did you know
that
that?
clarity.
Did you
I
know?
did not.
See,
They
you
used to
didn't
wear T-shirts too.
know. You didn't know. You didn't know.
Yeah. You ever watch Full House when Uncle Jesse had the Beach Boys on?
Yes.
Mike Love was the guy with the hat with the blonde
The lead
hair.
singer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that was a good
You know,
gig.
for
That was a great gig.
One of the founding members of the Beach Boys.
That was a great gig for John Stamos to be with the Beach Boys, right? Vinny,
What?
I did. That was a great gig for Stamos.
That's
to
how he
be.
got his start in TV. Everybody thought it was acting that got him there. No, he was always a drummer for the Beach Boys. He
Yeah.
toured with them.
What
Matter
year?
of fact, he brought them
But he
to
started.
TV
He
with
started
Full
out
House.
well, he was on General Hospital as Black.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. But he always was playing for the Beach Boys. He always toured with
Since
them.
he was a young kid, yeah. He's Beach Boys and Elvis.
Yeah.
That's his guys.
Well,
That's his guys.
listen. I hope Vinny. You hope you come back soon.
I would love to
Where are you
come
going
back.
next?
Yeah,
Well, we got to
what's
know where you
next
go.
for
What's
you?
next, Vin?
Finished a crazy holiday season, as you know. That's what we always do every year, Mr. Christmas.
Mr. Christmas. They call him Mr. Christmas.
And it's funny because everybody thinks I gave myself that name. It's ridiculous.
You did.
No, I was given the name.
Okay.
But I proudly wear it now. So I did that and finishing another album where we're doing all the 70s bubblegum pop one-hit wonders too.
Yes.
What are you gonna
Oh,
do?
I
What,
love
you gonna do
that.
Rock Me Gently or what?
Yes.
You'll just have to wait and find
Yes,
out. But
love
I do
it.
produce it in the same studio where this podcast.
I would love
is
to.
filmed.
I would love to play drums on one of your record one day because I've been
That would
rocking
be
a
fun.
lot.
You'd have to beat up my drummer though to see. You know, he's got a pretty strong hold on.
I'll make him an offer. So how about I pay for a recording session and I bring you on a recording and you can throw it on the album.
But the whole album's recorded. It's great. It's about 21 songs.
Oh,
Beautiful.
All
Wow.
stuff. Yeah, it runs the gamut of Engelbert Humperdinck to the Partridge Family
Beautiful.
to
I
White
love
Plains
Beautiful.
to Vanity Fair, the Grassroots.
After the Lovin' or what?
I love it.
No. I did all uppity,
Okay.
like bubblegum 70s
ya.
stuff that just feel good.
I liked
tunes.
After the Lovin'. That was a
Yeah.
good song.
Yeah.
I think I love you. I heard that on the radio this morning.
Well, I love
man.
the
that
Partridge
song.
Family. I'm a
Got
David.
about 5 great songs. I'm telling you. It's like 5.
I'm a David Cassidy fan.
You know, I almost threw David Cassidy down the steps at the St. George Theater.
On
What, on
purpose?
purpose?
Backstage.
He's drunk. Was he
Why?
drunk?
He was-
drunk and obnoxious.
He was very mean.
Yeah.
Oh.
Very, very mean.
You must
backstage.
that must have brought your head down, right? I
Brought
only
my
hate
head
when-
down.
yeah.
Brought my head down. I was very, very unhappy because it's like you almost don't want to see somebody like that.
No.
Yeah.
Especially if you like them.
Especially if you grew up listening to
So
it.
they
Yeah,
say you
he's
don't
a
want to meet your
fan.
heroes.
And
You
he
don't
was
want to meet
not
your
nice.
heroes.
No.
He's a
was
raging
not nice.
alcoholic.
Shame.
Well, that's what happened towards the end.
He was actually mean to the people at the St. George Theater, and I was backstage helping with hospitality.
And that's when Davy Jones was there that night. Was it-
Phenomenal
it was,
guy.
It was the double
Matter
bill.
of fact, Davy
Davy's
Jones'
great.
driver never came back. I drove him back to the Hilton.
He's the
'cause he needed a
sweetest
ride
guy.
back.
Ain't he great?
And yeah, absolutely. God rest his soul. And God rest Cassidy's soul too. I understand now that maybe he had the starting of what he maybe passed from
Yeah,
going
but
on.
he was drinking a lot. That's
but
what,
he
that's
refused to want to go out on stage and sing I Think I Love You. So he did a whole show
What, yeah.
and said, I'm not Keith Partridge.
Yeah.
To which I just looked at him and said, no, but you are. And being Keith Partridge is what put you on the map. So
Yeah.
you really should go out there and sing.
That's what the
yourself."
people paid
And then he
for.
started
Oh, yeah.
cursing and he was obnoxious. and he
Sorry,
got nasty.
you had to deal with that.
Man.
And I just was like this close to just pushing him down the steps. I was like so angry with him.
Yeah.
What I heard towards the end, and when I interviewed Shirley Jones in 2014 at the Chiller, we were talking about David, and she says, "Yeah, just got ahead of him. He hasn't been rational. You know,
Yeah, maybe. That's a good way to put
it
it.
sucks.
Yeah. You never
But-
forget where you come from, though. Like
Vinny,
you're
please-
so humble. You're so humble.
You don't forget where you came from, please, because you're doing it. You're
Well,
on the radio,
I
keeping
just
the
came
old
from
music
my
alive.
mother's
and-
house, and that's where I'm going. Back there. And, you know, it's really an honor to be here with you. And
Oh, great.
Eddie Munster looks great,
Great,
today.
great, great,
That's
great,
right.
great.
Yes,
Come a
I'm
long
annoyed
way.
at my haircut.
I love
because
Butch Patrick. He does.
He does have the Butch
I look like
Patrick,
Frankie
right?
Avalon today.
No,
too.
you don't.
He's got a
No,
little.
you don't.
Maybe after a few shots.
I'm feeling
With that
like
hair, Frankie
Joe
Avalon had
Pesci.
nice head of
I'm
hair.
feeling like it's a little pesky
What
to me.
the fuck am I funny? My hair, like the way I wear my fucking hair, like my hair's funny.
It's funny to you?
What the fuck's so funny about my
Am I a
head, Joe?
fucking
Tell me.
clown?
It does. It's got a little. He's got a quaff going on.
Well, don't worry. But next
Call
show
it what
it'll be
you want.
cut. Well, Vinnie Medugno, it's always a pleasure. seeing
Yes,
you. I love you,
Vinny.
buddy.
Did we actually talk about any of my accomplishments on this? Like,
Of course we
Say
did.
yes.
Lou Martini, it's always a pleasure, and we will bring back Vinny in the new year, early new year. Concetta Rose, it's always a pleasure.
Thank
John,
you.
it is the
Same
new
here.
year.
It ain't the new year. In my head, it's any year.
Don't
So
confuse him. Don't confuse him.
Yeah, I know.
Listen,
Thank you for having me, guys. Good luck. I wish you continued success with this, and may it blow up.
let's
Thank you, Vinny. God bless.
Staten
Thank you.
Island is a lot of unsung heroes, a lot of unknown talent. Now it's our turn, so let's see what we can do. But remember, it's always nice to be nice and kind, and it's always good to say good things about people. But whose balls could you break this week? Good night.
Breaking balls with John.